Hi, and welcome to the Frog Pond School of Design, where we have a good time talking about things that relate to architecture in one way or another. Today I want to talk about architects who like to design furniture. Some of them just in general, and some of them specifically for the buildings they designed. Lloyd Wright, for instance, was well known for designing the furniture that went in his houses. He was such a control freak that he not only designed the furniture, but he told the owners where it should be. And if he came to visit afterwards and the chair was moved, he put it back where he thought it belonged. So that's kind of his reputation. But he's typical of some of the architects who designed furniture specifically for the buildings they designed, and there was usually some similarity. There was a character that was fairly consistent. This is a house by Lloyd Wright. This is some of the furniture he designed for one of his houses. So you can see he was relatively successful at that, and I don't know how comfortable the furniture was, but it certainly looked like it belonged in the house. Another one who along those lines was Eero Saarenin. This is the Gateway Arch in St. Louis. And a lot of his work was elegant and had nice clean lines like this. He also designed what came to be known as the tulip chair. And again, you can see that there's a consistency in design philosophy here. On the other hand, there was Meis Van de Rohe. This is the German pavilion for the Barcelona exhibition back in the 1930s. Meis designed this house and designed the furniture to go in it, and there you go. It's pretty consistent, isn't it? Marcel Broyer was very much a dyed-in-the-wool brutalist. And you can see here this is typical of some of his buildings. And one of the chairs that he designed was called the Vasily chair. And again, it's pretty brutalist in its character. But to be fair to Broyer, he also designed some things that weren't all that tough. This is a tubular steel and cane chair that's rather elegant and became very popular. He also did work in bent wood, and this of course became a very, very popular chair, not necessarily related to any of his buildings. More recently, of course, the big name today is Frank Ghery, and his work looks kind of crazy sometimes. But he had made a name for himself designing furniture even before his buildings became popular. And the reason was he was making furniture out of all things, corrugated cardboard. How about that, huh? So other architects have done this too. Rem Koolhaas, Zaha Hadid have all designed furniture one time or other. But the one that really is kind of interesting was Philip Johnson. Johnson, to the best of my knowledge, never designed any furniture, but he did a building that kind of looked like a Chippendale wardrobe. And this was a very significant building at the time because it sort of opened the door for postmodernism, even though Johnson was a dyed-in-the-wool modernist European-style universal glass box kind of guy, and when he did that, it changed a whole lot of things in architecture. But my favorite story of Philip Johnson relative to furniture was a quote of his. He said, are you ready for this? He said, "I think a chair is comfortable if I like the way it looks." Now, I don't know what more I can say about a statement like that. This is a form follows function guy, and to say that just kind of blows everybody away. Hey, thanks for joining us today at the Frog Pond School of Design. I hope to see you hanging around the pond again real soon.